I'm eager to quench my thirst, erasing this phazon-born juvenile wingless titan. But I am not fully awakened with darkness. One more dose will do just fine. Let's not waste any more time. Hello everyone, GBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes in the Metroid Prime Marathon series, episode number 38. Let's not waste any more time, going through this cryptic mog, or cryptic bog, a mockery of it, that we shall soon eliminate in the next 5 or 6 more episodes. That's an exaggeration. Let's just go back to our physical home world. Why was I being dragged into that? I have no idea. Got one little thing I'd like to show off in the light version of Torvus Bog first, and then we can go on our way back to Agon Waste and snag the Dark Burst, and thus be provided with the full limit of darkness that we can full darkness that we are capable of holding on to. You can only hold on to so much darkness within ourselves, but we still need to have the light to keep us going. All right. One little, short detour to the entrance of Torvus Bog. Here I go. Let me just change that real quick. Eliminating some Grenchlers while I'm at it. Some exclusive trivia in the Metroid Prime Trilogy version of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. An unscannable pipe structure in the entrance of Torvus Bog. The second of two links to the air purification system of the Torvus Bog entrance. As you can see, this structure is clearly unscannable in the original game, but that was because they completely forgot to fill that out in the original game, but it's still in the game's files. This was fixed in the trilogy version. This structure right over here is unscannable, but it is now scannable in the trilogy version. And here's the scan entry right here. Structural analysis complete. This is part of an air purification system. Unit is inactive. Recent flooding of area damaged control and power systems within this unit, taking it offline. It will not function without major repairs. Very fascinating stuff. And it's also very fascinating that, well, as soon as we can get over there eventually, that is, that this venom weed is not a scan entry for the logbook, unlike in Metroid Prime, because it's just very, insignificant fauna to the game. Common strain of venom weed. Poisonous plant retracts into the ground if threatened. Thrives in any warm environment. Well, I also snagged some more missile expansions with the grapple beam as well. So now we can properly revisit Agon Waste and claim what we require to exterminate the giant larval mosquito. It's quite a bit of HP from those Grenchlers recently. And nothing that a little painless laser surgery can't fix. Yeah, sometimes a Seeker launcher is very inconsistent with its lock-on. Need to have the proper distance to get it. And while we're here, I suppose we could also get that lonely missile expansion in Dark Aether. Can even get there before portal closes? Probably not. Haha! We made it. And it also kind of freaked out the game a little bit because it doesn't know I'm supposed to go in there immediately. But I did anyway, so I'll just snag this. Not much else we can do in Dark Aether and Aegon Waste at the moment, but I just want to get that missile expansion real quick. Alright, going back to Light Aether. Genuinely curious to see if how much damage Dark Pirate Troopers take from the light beam. Fully charged blast is all it takes. So they're weak to both the light beam and the dark beam equally. That's good to know, because they have not one but two weaknesses. One, because of the Ing possessing the space pirate, and two, because the space pirates are descendants of light, therefore they can be frozen with the dark beam. So essentially, they're powerless. Probably the most powerless they have ever been in the series, if I had to be honest. That is until a Hunter Ing just begins to have the clairvoyant approach to possess a pirate commando. Therefore, they take much more hits with the light beam to kill, rather than the more simple method of a charged dark beam blast to to remove them. Really gotta love Metroid Prime 2 Echoes with its weapon experimentation. Rather than just like just going full ham with the dark beam, because it's legitimately the most overpowered weapon in the entire series, and I'm very confident enough to say that, just so you know. It's nice to see light enemies suffer from their own blood, basically, but with a extreme drawback of cost. Because it requires a lot of light ammo to destroy a light-based creature. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's in the Aegon Temple area. That's where it's located. I will revisit the Space Pirate base later, because there is one thing that we need to do before we take care of the Chika larva. And how quickly those guys were to respawn and oppose me like that. Not to the extent of Kirby enemies. The most notorious breed of video game enemies I have ever seen in my life. If you play Kirby Squeak Squad, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like the very moment you go slightly off screen after killing an enemy, and we just like go right, and then we just like, you know, just take the slightest direction to the right or left of where the enemy was standing, boom, it's back from the dead. And it's like, really? Is this the result of dark matter as well, or it's just the way this game is designed? Probably the latter. Okay, so I think it's down here. Down here with our little pillbug family. Yep, it's located right over here. Got it. In a very confined space, no less. But they made it work. Alright, we made it. Welcome to the mining station of the Space Pirates, trying to convert this contraption into a weapon, but fails horribly at it. Mechanical analysis complete. Industrial grade mining drill. The Space Pirates are trying to convert it into a weapon, based on analysis. And there's our prize waiting right over there. The Dark Burst. If I can scan it all the way over here, or maybe it's just gonna be out of scanning range. Yeah, it's gonna be out of scanning range. Only makes sense. I've lost track of how many kinetic orb cannons I have seen thus far, but I'm pretty sure this is the 5th. You missed your chance yet again. It's your chance yet again to just complete your research. And here is the shape-shifting form of the Kraly. Kraly, dimensional warping bioform, able to phase out of local time-space, target creature before it warps to damage it. The Kraly phases between dimensions as a defense mechanism. A crystal in its carapace gathers energy to fuel the creation of a warp portal. The process is uncontrollable, keeping the Kraly in constant dimensional flux. Was it always like this to begin with? Probably not. But it says it uses that as a defense mechanism, so, I seem so. Luminoth subject expired 1.4 centicycles ago. Subject Luminoth was blind, possibly from birth. Damaged cybernetic augmentation is present. A sonic imaging device enabled the subject to see the world around him. So it seems like this Luminoth warrior, or just, you know, species, had the echo visor equipped. So it basically used the echo visor as a form of echolocation to see the world around him. Very interesting. So structural analysis complete. A load of secondary dendrum runs through this wall. Structural integrity is critical due to recent drilling. You know, the drill has always been missing that wall. Okay. Or Luminoth lore over here. Closer to the right. Right here. There it is. Golden Age, the stellar object. By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked toward our world, it was too late to stop it. We fired numerous weapons at it in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory. Nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers and weakened Aether. All we could do as the object drew closer was take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water, reinforced the shielding on our dwellings, and spent the last hours in peace. And the follow-up to this is probably the most disturbingly mysterious part of the Luminoth's lore on Aegon Wastes. If they even were in Aegon Waste to begin with, because they might have just been like in the temple grounds witnessing everything unfold before their eyes. Right here. Okay. Okay, so after the stellar object, it became the Age of Anxiety. In time, the roar of a wounded planet subsided. The air, though foul, was breathable. Light made its way through the dark veil over our world. Slowly, we ventured out from the shelters of our homes to see what remained of our paradise. What little comfort we gained by surviving was soon shattered, for when we looked outward, all we saw was devastation. Half of the planet's energy had vanished from the energy controllers. Aether became violently unstable as a result. Of the stellar object which struck our home, there was no sign. Which is clear confirmation that the Leviathan seed hit the surface of Dark Aether, which never existed, keep in mind, until it touched the surface of the planet. Absolutely absurd. And there's yet another point in time where we completely missed out scanning the entry of the kinetic orb cannon in this game. Just always keep the scan visor in handy. That way you know exactly that way you know exactly what can and can't be scanned. And here's that said weapon that the space pirates are trying to convert. Enough to raise the danger meter all the way up, but does minimal damage when we touch it, because of course it does. Alright, we made it. Neat little puzzle to obtain the Dark Burst. Alright, going over here. Not too far. There we go, made it. Interestingly enough, you're supposed to like hold forward until you reach the other side of the tunnel, because if you stop, it'll stop. It'll just like pull you all the way back out. All right. Anyway, we made it. We got what we've been looking for. Well, not yet, of course. We just need to take a small detour in Dark Aether real quick. Back to Flatline area. Bioscan complete. Luminoth subject terminated 1.4 decacycles ago. This, okay, these next few Luminoth corpse subjects in this room is very interesting. According to Luminoth records, the Ing used this area to conduct rites of passage. Young Ing battle fierce opponents to prove their mettle in combat. It appears this Luminoth was one of their many opponents. Obviously enough, they were taken here, not, just, volunteering as tribute for their freaking sacrifice, just to train Ing. That is absurd. They were just a victim of war, that's all. Which is always bad. Oh yeah, some unscannable enemies can be found in this segment in Dark Aether, which is actually, okay, the scan entry for these enemies, I completely forgot what they were called, but I'm pretty sure they're called dark, or maybe it's called night barbs or something like that. They are actually in the game's files, but you cannot, okay, those creatures right there, they can be scanned, but it's not possible to do it normally because you need to hack the game in order to do that. Real quick, I'm going to look up the scan entry for this unscannable enemy. Maybe I'll just let my HP gradually replenish in the process. That's always a blessing. Okay, here's what the enemies are called. They're called air thorns, and this is a scan entry. Mechanism, air thorn, rogue airborne mechanoids. Targets are small and travel in packs for safety. Avoid contact. Logbook entry right here. Luminoth made the Airthorn to patrol local airspace. The small, speedy machines were a boon to the war effort until their programming failed. Now rogue, they serve the Ing as fiercely as they serve their creators. So it's the only machine that can be found in Aegon Wastes. Why they made them unscannable is anyone's guess. Maybe there was a time they were going to, like, have air thorns be placed in other areas of where the night barbs, over it's already occupied by night barbs, but I'm not quite sure about that. Meanwhile, we can just troll these warrior Ing from getting over here because there's nothing they can do about it instead, except just, get pissed off that they can't get through here, despite the fact that they can turn to liquid. It'd be absolutely terrifying. They actually can get through here just to kill you. But no. They may be terrifying, but they're not that intelligent. They're blocked off by a thin layer of iron. And they're also not that intelligent enough to, like, stay away from a light beacon that's about to be shot by, that's enough to be shot by the power of the freaking sun. Actually, no. Aether's sun, correction. And that is the only, and that right there is the only way you can navigate this area. So the purpose is to snag what we have came here for, the Dark Burst. At long last, we are filled with the limit of darkness. Fuel the darkness within our veins, and we can now have the ability to fire a fucking black hole at our enemies whenever we feel like it. How badass can you get? This powerful attack uses 5 missiles. Using the dark beam, press and hold A to charge, and press Y to fire. Perfect timing. Goodbye. I probably should have aimed it directly at them. Always a satisfying blast to completely destroy your enemies into utmost oblivion. Cannot get any better than that. But because it is the Dark Beam's Charge Beam combo, it requires a lot of ammunition. It requires a lot of ammunition to use. So only use it when you really feel like it. It's only there for the variety, and also for experimentation. Now, if only the same thing could be said about the freaking sunburst. Oh my lord. Even though that it's literally made, it's literally made out of Aether's sun. It, ironically enough, really needed to have more time to cook because it is ungodly slow. You just like have to like aim it at an enemy when they're at a complete standstill. Anywhere else, and it's just like, what in the hell do you think you're doing? Barely proven any effect, that's what. Uh-oh. I just only wanted to kill those guys just to get some more Dark Beam ammunition. Alright, that should be enough to suffice. Alright, next up on our little to-do list is the pirate home base. Reason why I'm doing that is because that I feel like the most optimal way to build up this encounter with the Chika larva is by revisiting the pirate base in Aegon Waste because there's something we have missed that's essential to the idea. And that idea would have to be in relation to the Metroid life cycle. Well, in the Metroid Prime version, that is. Because we already know that Metroids always start off with an egg, an infant, alpha, gamma, zeta, and omega, and eventually a queen. Metroid Prime, it is the polar opposite. Like, it's completely different to the point where it is just a complete mockery of something that's already a mockery of life itself. And it is something that only appears as soon as you eliminate the Talon Metroids in the Outbreak encounter. In like the basically the Metroid breeding room, I should say. I don't know. Something related to that, of course. There we go. And we've made it. Metroid Cocoons. Metroid Cocoon, storage chamber for young Talon Metroids. Biomass to support Talon Metroid infants. Lacks armor or shielding. The Space Pirates transport young Talon Metroids in an organic cocoon designed to sustain the small creatures. Each cocoon can support numerous infants for several cycles. The creatures are normally content to remain in the cocoon, but will emerge when they detect the presence of phazon. Keep in mind, Metroids are not made to handle phazon, but they are definitely born to eventually become adapted to the hazardous element itself. Right now, let me just like take care of just a little bit of the cocoons that have spawned in this room. That way we don't have to deal with an entire family of newborns. Embarrassingly enough, I also did get a game over from the infant Talon Metroids because I had no idea they were infinitely respawning because I didn't know what it meant back then. I was that naive. Okay, there it is right here. There's an infant Talon Metroid. And they're not orange or like holographic orange on the scan HUD display. It's their full model, just slightly discolored. Infant Talon Metroid, genetically engineered energy parasite. Ramming attacks will do minor damage. Exposure to phazon will mutate them into a deadly version. Keep that in mind. Space Pirates use infant Talon Metroid as a portable energy source. Small in size, they are easy to transport in large quantities. They are docile, efficient organic batteries until they are exposed to phazon. At that point, they grow rapidly and acquire their full array of powers. Look kind of cute, don't they? There's a little blob of minesweeper bomb brain jellyfish thing. How much damage does the random attack do? Let's find out. 10 damage each. You know, all it takes to kill them is like a single shot of a missile. But we're here to examine its life cycle. And there's one right there. Okay. Just gonna go pay attention to one of the Talon Metroids. Before that, let me just destroy one of the cocoons here. There's one right there. Okay, how many cocoons are in here? Let's see. It looks like there's only one in here. Wait, no, there's two, actually. Don't want to waste too much of my ammunition here. Alright, real quick. As long as I don't destroy the other cocoon in the process. It's literally right next to each other. Don't splash damage me. There we go. Much better. And there we have it. Even though we kind of like witness it at a far distance where we could barely see it, we witness it firsthand. Of what the power of phazon can do. It can instantly metamorphose any creature with a life cycle straight into adulthood in an instant. Just one touch is all it takes. Is all it takes for an infant Talon Metroid to metamorphose into an adult. Okay, so where is it right here? Where is it, Loki? There it is, right there. Going straight to that mound right there. And boom. Yep, the real reason why I'm here is because that the entire concept of a Chika adult is essentially a giant phazon experiment conducted by nature itself. Because for one thing, once again, Dark Aether is essentially a dimension that is made of phazon. Not the source of phazon, but soon to become another source of it if it's fully matured. So, take that as you will, because that was just a taste of what's to come. A bit of foreshadowing that that is not outright told to you or demonstrated in this game, but it's set there. Definitely set there for one to figure out themselves. Took me a long time to notice that because Chika is, you know, in the context of the fight, the larva is a gradual growth of disaster, and the adult is the result of an exponential outburst of completion to that life cycle, thanks to the chaotic powers of phazon mutation. Again, it's something that's not outright told to you in the game, but it's one to figure out. And we're about to witness it a second time firsthand. So let me just take care of business real quick. We're a little bit low on ammunition. There we go. Just give me some ammunition here. Or just choose not to. That works too. Alright. Now to go back to our destination. Minor damage from the ramming attack, but dealing with an entire swarm, they can be a problem. They can definitely pose quite a problem if you're not careful. I certainly didn't heed that warning when I first arrived in that area. And I take full responsibility of my actions right there. All right, enough bickering. Let's go back to let's go straight back to Torvus Bog. Another thing. Now that we've finally got the Seeker missile, we can go to the entrance of Torvus Bog in Dark Aether and acquire our next beam ammo expansion. Gonna be very helpful for our next boss fight. So let's do that real quick. And of course, while I'm at it, also get the worst missile expansion in the entire game. It's in that door over there. Did you seriously just sidestep to avoid my freaking shots? It's unheard of. How in the hell? Okay then. Well, when you're made of darkness, you're not really born to be that bright. So, par for the course, I guess. Still, that was extremely freaking bizarre behavior. Alright, let's get this over with. I did say I was going to do a 100% completion in this game. I am used to it. But seriously, this missile expansion is just a little bit ambitious for my, a little bit too ambitious for my tastes. I mean, I get that's the, I mean, I get that's supposed to be like some sort of puzzle, but you can only handle like, you know, a dimensional, multi-dimensional traveling, you know. You can only handle multi-dimensional traveling so much. Anyway, we got what we needed. And how long it must have took to like a gameplay test that one area to where you don't get soft locked somehow. There's like 2 other occasions of getting yourself soft locked in this version of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, and that doesn't happen until the next area, thankfully. However, I will actually make a demonstration. I actually will make a demonstration of what happens when you do get yourself soft locked. And I'm going to be extremely freaking careful to not save my game in the process, because when you do, you need to restart it. There's another one that I'm not going to experiment on that involves purposely getting yourself hacked by the Resbit's special virus and falling into a pit that I guess permanently leaves you at that corrupted static black and white HUD display. But I don't want to risk anything, so I'm just gonna go take the initiative and just only deal with plan A. That's all I'm doing. Anyway, let's go finally take care of business right here. Completely ignore this hunter-ing. Oops. Okay, fine, you have my attention. There you go. I always thought that firing the solid form of hunter-ing makes it invulnerable, but no, they do take damage. Alright, got the beam ammo expansion. Now we're officially ready. Let's begin witnessing this mockery of a life cycle of Dark Aether first, in full firsthand, shall we? And I'm most positive that Uh, I'm most positive that that the ammo stations also refill your missiles too. All right. Let's go back to the Dark Torvis Temple energy controller area. Well, the temple first. Come on, Samus, you can fit in there. There's something about the lighting in this one room that makes the dark beam doors much more entrancing to look at. I don't know why, it makes me thirsty for a pitch black. Now, if only they had those in stores, but no. The limited time of the, you know, the winner of the best Mountain Dew flavor just had to be a limited time. Meanwhile, Baja Blast gets all the privileges because that totally makes sense. Anyway. Ammo station's right over here, I believe. There we go. Ammo station does not replenish our HP, but we will restore it as soon as we encounter our next enemy after the Trica larva. There is absolutely no issues with the Trica larva and Trica adult boss fight. It works just as well as it's intended, and provides the context of a you know, accelerated life cycle, you know, as it should. But I believe that the reward that you get really should have been utilized more in its fight, because it doesn't really like use much of the dark visor in the battle as much as Amorbis you know, draws power from the dark suit you know, by attaching to the sphere and become Dark Amorbis, and Quadrax is using the Annihilator beam as part of its arsenal. But no, the reason why the Trica and Trica adult respectively, which is the same creature, have the dark visor is to simply prevent access in the Dark Torvis energy controller area, which makes sense. But to me, it feels like that it really does really feel like that like the entire you know, presence, like the existence of Trica larva in and of itself is a huge mystery, because we don't even know if it is a being of dark aether or not. Because to me, since Trica is extremely weak to the dark beam, especially when it's an adult, and that it can become dark Trica. Okay, maybe I should stop acting more theoretical, because Amorbis can also turn into Dark Amorbis. It's a creature of dark aether, and it's a creature of dark aether. That's it. That's all you need to know. But it is also a very clear and genius presentation of what Phazon is fully capable of doing. We all know that it corrupts and it possesses and makes a mockery out of life, but it also it can essentially create its very own life cycle by just instantaneously going from egg larva straight into an adult. Because we witnessed that once again from the infant Talon Metroids in Aegon Waste, and I provided that for some very foreboding buildup of what we're about to witness ourselves. So here it is, our next target. Object scan complete. Organic structure designed to support cocoon. Destruction of supports will release cocoon. There's the cocoon right there. Object scan complete. Target is a cocoon. A field of dark energy is disrupting deep scanning ability. Unable to scan bioform within cocoon. Energy may be mutating the bioform, as there are signs of extreme growth present in the cocoon structure. And what's causing that, what's causing the cocoon to rapidly growth inside, is essentially because it is exposed to Dark Aether's atmosphere, and the atmosphere that is crippling our defenses bit by bit, and it used to be exponential when we had the Various suit, is phazon energy. This energy is basically a taste of what Planet Phase is going to be like. Harmless in comparison. In contrast, which is pretty crazy to think about. But at any rate, let's begin our extermination process. Immediately when it hatches, it doesn't become like a tiny larva or something like that. It just immediately just bursts out of its shell. It's like, where is it? There it is. There it is. There's the Tricha larva. And I must say, as super atmospheric as the medley of Tricha larva is, I gotta say, I have no idea why. There's something about this music that makes me like binge the hell out of it. Like, it's not Quadraxis, not in Morbus. Occasionally it is, but I think it's the time signature and the percussion that really makes me like enjoy the hell out of Tricha Larva's theme a lot more than the adult version. It's just very sinister, grim. Also a little Metroid Prime-esque bass there that makes it sound a little bit funky there. Very nice. Oh, man. Very smooth in a way. I don't know why. Very fitting for what you're fighting and experiencing. Atmosphere is absolutely perfect for it, don't get me wrong. But, man, I just really love the musical score of this soundtrack a lot. Also the vocals, gotta love it. Anyway, here's the dark form of our previously permanently missable enemy, the Dark Shredder. Dark Shredder, darkly possessed flying plant form. Durable plant form gains strength from ink possession. Well, if only that was true. Immune to dark water. The hardy shredder is a favorite possession target for ing that dwell near dark water. Dark shredders can lurk in the venomous liquid indefinitely, patiently waiting for prey. When agitated, it will emerge and begin to fly toward its foe. They are very resilient, but can be eliminated with concentrated weapons fire. Also this segment. The flute segment's really good. Tricha larva. Infant insectoid guardian. Vulnerable area detected. Target has a soft underbelly. Adjusting lock-on point to take advantage of this. Scans indicate that this bioform is an infant, but aging rapidly. The creature can ensnare targets with its tongue, drawing them into its mouth. It then covers its prey with acidic globs of biomatter to break it down for digestion. This is an exceptional bioform with both a dark and light nature. Okay, that last sentence definitely has me pondering more. Is it a light creature? Is it a descendant of light? Is it a descendant of dark? I have absolutely no idea. It's really up to speculation. But the more that I think about like Tricha's actual origins, on what it's based on, or what it really thrives off of, the more it confuses the fuck out of me. But man, atmospherically, Tricha has definitely got to like be the best of the three guardian bosses atmosphere-wise. Presentation is definitely there, and also the fight itself can like go on as long as it wants to, because you can't directly attack Tricha larva when it's swimming around. You're supposed to wait until you deal enough damage. Either you deal enough damage when it gets halfway into the fight, or when it just jumps into the air and you target its belly to damage it there. And I was not paying attention at that time. Okay, where's there? Really gotta love the wavy effects of the dark water splashing. And yes, you actually can damage Tricha larva when it's slightly emerging from the water. You can even call it water. Really hard to keep track because it repeats that segment not one, not two, but 7 times. And I failed that segment horribly. That was supposed to be aiming directly at the Tricholarva, but whatever. I wonder if it actually, like, reaches all the way over there. To the edge of the arena. Yes, it does! I thought it just dissipated at the edges, but no, it eventually reaches you. More durable, my ass. Why is that the case? Oh wait, I already know the reason why. Bit of unknown trivia. Chaika is extremely sensitive to the super missile. You can do a crap ton of damage on it. But is it immune to the dark beam? It's swimming in the poison water. Oh, fuck, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Chaika is certainly an enigma in this game, I gotta say. I wonder what actually happened if I use the freaking dark burst on it. Well, it's a charge beam combo, sup! That barely did. Oh shit. No. No. There we go. Yeah, that deals a lot of damage, actually. Wow. Not enough to outright kill it. Probably because it has absorbed a lot of dark energy from the waters it's swimming in. Compared to the light beam, which is utterly pitiful in comparison. Such a catchy tune. Let's fire one more, there we go, got him. Yep, it is a light creature, despite the fact that it's swimming in a pool of darkness right now. And immediately upon being defeated, it immediately just straps itself around another cocoon and just instantly morphs into an adult mosquito. How it got there that quickly is beyond anyone's guess. But that's just a demonstration of what Phazon is fully capable of doing, even though that it's not demonstrated in log or, you know, just also I hate how this thing just like breaks away from scan range when it moves around so quickly. Anyway, Chaika, the Chaika, flying insectoid guardian. This light creature can be stunned, especially by dark energy. While stunned, look for weak spots to target. The Chaika is rapidly aged to its adult form. It will attack by firing high-powered bursts of dark water at rapid speed. If frustrated, it will attempt to dive and ram you. Most of the Chaika's body is vulnerable to weapons fire, but scans indicate that such fire will only stun it. When stunned, however, 4 weak spots will appear. These spots are vulnerable to attack. Target them to damage the enemy. Now, if only if the scan entry would outright tell you of where the weak spots are located, but it just tells you like 4 weak spots appear. Where? Is it on its face? Is it on its head? Is it on its abdomen? Is it on its wings? No, it's behind its wings. There's a reason of why there's oh shit. Why there's grapple points in the arena. Object scan complete. Platform pieces have become unstable since their separation. Suspension and flotation systems are functioning in an erratic fashion. We're not gonna go like, you know... Right. I don't know why, but there's something about the Chika in this distance that makes it look like it's wearing a pair of shades. Which looks really freaking badass. Anyway, here's what you're supposed to do. Go behind it and use the Seeker missile. And don't delay in the process, because it will gain a little bit of intelligence. It's like, what do you think you're doing? That is my precious backside you're targeting there, miss. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do it again. Very nice sound design, too. As if the theme song of Chika couldn't be any more catchy. It's now rapid and fast-paced enough to match the speed of its rapidly buzzing wings, like a giant insect should feel like. Just use one missile. You know, I could have sworn that it gets stunned much more longer when it gets stunned much more longer. Wait a second. It's probably because I'm not using the dark beam. That makes sense. Let me try that again. Alright, so wait for it to move around here. Could have sworn I chose veteran difficulty for this. Isn't that just bizarre? Guess I just need to overload it with more dark energy. And aim properly. Right on. Ah, that should have hit. Got it. You gotta be quick. Just taking a dive inside the dark pool and drain out a huge portion of it like a mosquito would, sucking blood, and become dark Chika. Within a large abdomen, too. Dark Chika, dark energy charged flying guardian. Target is charged with dark energy. Most of its body is immune to damage, save for the lower egg sac. Avoid attacks by target's offspring swarms. The Chika is recovered and energizes its body with dark energy. This energy has rendered most of the creature immune to attack, including its wings. Tactical scans indicate that its egg sac is vulnerable, however. Target it to damage the creature. You know, the more that I think about it, Chika might be a queen war wasp of sorts. Not a mosquito. Although it certainly behaves like one. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Let me try that again. Oh yeah, it's also immune to it's also immune to missiles, but it got hit by the super missile somehow because the blast was too big for it to avoid. Chikelings. Dark energies charge Chika offspring. Offspring swarm does not have parents' defenses. Evade if possible. Engage if necessary. Interaction with dark energy has mutated the Chika. Its offspring are now born as flyers, skipping the larval stage completely. These infants are highly protective of their parent and will streak to attack on sight. They lack their parent's durability, however, making them easy targets. Can't hard tell what the hell they actually are. They're just flying egg sacs with wings. Get some more light energy here, please. Ouch. Normally there is a distraction from the main target. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So, they're, partially immune to, the light beam. They actually, like... Oh, they die out eventually. I didn't know that. Oh, God! Let's use the, super missile on this. Where the hell did that go? Off the wall, of course. Alright, get some more, There we go. Got some more ammo here. There we go. That's plenty. That's plenty of it. I just want to balance things out. That's all I'm doing. Now, if only I had the sunburst. There we go. Back to light form. Okay, now I really, really want to experiment with the dark burst here. Just don't mess me up here. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Alright. Oh! Direct hit. Yeah, it instantly stuns it. Duh. And how interesting is it that in the next Prime game, another boss in Metroid Prime 3 shares a remix of Chica Adult. For some reason. No connections, no resemblance of any kind. It just decides to have the same style and structure of Chica Adult. Plus, it's a lot more fast-paced, just like it. How long it actually took for me to figure out how the hell to, you know, attack Chica, because I had absolutely no idea where the hell to find the weak points. Ouch. Just want to scan that. I avoided that like a pro, holy shit. And I normally suck ass at first-person shooters. Oh, yeah, of course. Depending on how close you are to beating this thing, the platforms eventually sink into the water, forcing you to abandon ship. What the hell? Okay. Wasn't able to avoid that, I was way too close. Ow. Dark Burst, Dark Chica, powerful form of the Dark Beam. Oh, fuck it. Not gonna lock onto it, but, damn it, I missed. Not like I need it anyway. Ah, damn it. Oh well. It was fun to experiment while it lasted. Oh, hello. Okay, that's it. If this is what it takes, so be it. Ah, damn it. Uh-oh. I just finished the job already. Like a moth to a flame, Chica disintegrates. Interestingly enough, we get to see its corpse. And it's there for the rest of the game. Doesn't dissolve, it's just there. It's there for us to scan as like, yeah, chance of, as like, oh yeah, chance of revival, 0%. Just wanted to make sure, like, you know, if the player's too stupid to understand if this thing is actually dead and will never come back. Yeah. The scan visor never lies. Bioscan complete. Target Chika has been terminated. Life signs are at flatline. No regenerative ability in effect. No evidence of symbiotic corpse possession. Resurrection does not appear to be likely. Translation: it's dead. Congratulations. Now move on. And very interestingly, when you're like walking on the corpse of a Dark Chika, it has exclusive walking audio samples. Feels very flaky when you're walking across it. No other surface of terrain has that sound effect except the corpse, and I have no idea why. Really does make it feel like that you're just, really makes it feel like an insect. But anyway, we got our key to victory, the Dark Visor. Enables us to see the unseen. Love how freaked out Samus gets when she gets it. It's like, what the hell? Ah! Okay, that was interesting. Dark Visor. Press the right direction on the D-pad to activate the visor. Yep, it has had that visor all to itself to prevent us from going up to the top. And the experiment of phazon has been eradicated once more. And to think there's going to be far more darker variations of phazon experiments in the near future. It's a bit of foreshadowing of what's to come in the series. Will Prime 4 accelerate on that? I highly doubt it, but I'd be surprised if phazon is actually not dead at all. Silex has nasty tricks up its sleeve, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what's next. Should I be terrified or should I be intrigued? I think I should be intrigued. I'm not gonna go like pull off a Raven Beak and become the smartest villain in the history of Metroid. Without flaws. I don't know. Who can fucking say for sure? But at any rate, that is the end of the Chika Rain and Dark Torvus Bog, and now we can steal the soul of the Dark Torvus energy controller area and make this planet bleed even more. Really does look like that when you steal the planetary energy in the temple, the atmosphere in Dark Aether turns from purple to red. Very very nice touch. Was that the plan all along? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Looks so much better like that, actually. Energy transfer complete. Return the energy to its temple on Aether. We're officially done with Torvus Bog. Well, not officially. Powerbomb Guardian is waiting down below of where the Alpha Blog was. Our next boss is, let me try and remember here. Next boss is the, okay, maybe it is the, okay, maybe it is the Powerbomb. Wait, no. The next boss is the freaking Spider Guardian. Contrary to popular belief, Spider Guardian is one of my favorite bosses in the game. Third or fourth, I don't know. Number one is obviously Quadraxis. Somewhere in there is the mutated Emperor Ing. You know, I might as well just like make the ranking right now. You know, while I'm at it, of course. Alright, so go hightail it back to light aether. Ouch! Uh-oh. No, 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 no! Oh my god, that is so much damage. Feel like I was swimming in a swarm of ink storms there. Restore our ammunition manually, why not? It's enough to survive. There we go, much better. That's plenty of it. Oh yeah, now that I have the Light of Aether for Torvus Bog, I can attempt to leave Torvus Bog and show you a very hysterical piece of biology when you attempt to leave the area with the Light of Aether in your possession. Humos is just like, not until you put it back into its rightful place. That was part of the deal. Perfect timing. Found you. I will always win this game of hide and seek. That's always good news. And by win, I mean cheat. And there it is. The energy of Torvus cannot leave the land it is bound to. Return the energy to the Torvus temple. Makes it look like an insect was in charge of weaving this web around this door. Invulnerable to all weapon energy, and there's no explanation. It's like, what are you doing? Continue your task, and then you can proceed with your adventure. It's a very silly way of doing it too. It's just placed there for the stupidly curious like myself. I'm all for that. Attacking the stem of that thing wasn't enough. Okay. Let us blow the roof off this place. Restore peace and prosperity, or a vision of it, back to Torvus Bog. Luckily, you can skip this cutscene, but I just like showing it just for the effect. Full as energy as ever. Two main areas in Aether have been restored of its light. Up next is Sanctuary Fortress. Said to be the best area in the game, let alone the series. Due to its vibrant contrast of a dull atmosphere and energizing presentation. And there we have it. No need to worry, Umos. I am perfectly fine. Here's your evidence that I have destroyed the threat of Dark Torvus and reclaimed what is rightfully yours. And the galaxies. This journey is almost over, believe it or not. We are 50% finished with this game. Asha's very grateful of our performance. Energy transfer complete. This temple's energy has been restored. Alright. Let us hit our nearest save station and put this episode to a close. Light returned into place. Can feel any better. Let's just go back to the entrance of Torvus Bog. It's much more faster and convenient. All right. Our duty is fulfilled in Torvus Bog. Our next destination is Sanctuary Fortress. Hope you're looking forward to that as much as I am. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. This is GBA049 signing out, going offline, and see you next mission. Let's hope I don't get ensnared by the Spider Guardian's final phase. Motion controls definitely saved that game, but in here I have to make do with timed button presses and precision, especially that last bomb slot. It's gonna be a doozy, but I can manage. Anyway, see ya.